Good day, my good people. I just wanted to share a testimony for today. When God is blessing us with something, when God is providing for us, He wants us to share, to encourage others. Sometimes we are going through tough times and there are little miracles happening, and yeah, we need to share these things to encourage those in similar situations. And yeah, so many things happen to me, and the least I do is to help someone else and inspire someone else. Because why are all these things happening in my life? I have no answer. But if I can use my pain and turn it into a purpose by helping someone else, I rather do that than just keeping quiet and just suffering and just letting this pain just be worthless, not having any meaning. So today I thought to share something that happened to me. So many testimonies still coming, but this particular one stuck with me all the years. In 2007, I lost everything, all I had. I lost through fire, and I was a student. I used to teach all the years. I started teaching 1998, 5th of October. Now it's celebrated the World's Teachers Day, or is it only Namibia? I don't know, but it's Teachers Day. Then it was not Teachers Day yet, but that's the day I started. So I started without the diploma, but because of when I was done with school, I had no other choice but to find something to do. We had no funds for universities, so I was desperately looking for something to do, and I started with teaching. First I started with literacy, and there is where I met most of the people. And this person, my colleague, told me after they heard about everything that happened to me, they told me to come, they can assist me with a little something. So my colleague heard about what happened, everything I went through, and I was at this moment I was a student. I wanted to finally go get my diploma in teaching, and I had no job. I was unemployed. My husband was in prison, and I had no income. So this colleague called me to come get something, but I had no taxi money. So I worked from 7-Eleven to ShopRite in town. That's where we were supposed to meet, and I was pregnant. So when I came there, I was just walking around the shelves, not knowing what to do. I had no money to buy anything, but I was just waiting around, and I met my colleague, also a lady. She was not just a colleague, she's also a relative, some kind of, in Africa everyone is a relative, so this one is a relative also. So I met her, and she was asking me out everything about the case, about what is happening, about she even said, "You don't look good. Are you hungry? How is the baby? Are you going to the doctor? How is your little boy?" Because my little boy was now also dropped out of school. We had nothing, and he was also being bullied at school, so he dropped out of school. I left him at home, and I was now trying to get for us something to eat. So she was now asking me all these questions. I don't even know why she was asking me all these things, because at the end of the interrogation, after she was interviewing me about everything, she did not even say, "Here is a $10, take taxi." She didn't say anything, and she had a trolley full of food, and didn't even say, "Take this bread and go give it to your little boy." She just asked me out everything, and then she said, "Okay, we'll meet." She just wanted to know. She was just curious. Some people, you find they so much enjoy when the other people's misery. They enjoy when they feel better than other people. So she's that type. She was just asking out everything. Yes, yet while she was now asking me out everything, and I was opening up, thinking and hoping that she will help me or she will assist me in any way, there was a lady standing behind me. And after she left, she said, "I'm sorry, I was just hearing, because we're speaking in my mother tongue, Tamarama language." So she was a Tamara lady also standing behind us, and she said, "I couldn't help but hear that you went through so much. Are you the lady that we are hearing about? I was not aware, and I want to assist you." The lady said, "I want to assist you." And she said, "I'm working for a woman in gender office, something, gender or something." She said, "My car is parked outside. Can you come with me?" And I was wearing this college, the College of Education's jacket. That was the only thing left I had actually. I was wearing those exact tracksuit when my house burned down, so I was left with that tracksuit. So when I would go somewhere, want to look proper, I would try to wear those clothes. They were not showing that I had nothing, they were just showing that I am a student. So this lady was standing behind us, listening in while this colleague of mine, a relative, a family, was asking and not even helped with anything. A stranger came and say, "I want to assist. Can I help you?" She said, "I'm working for Ministry of Gender or Family or Social Worker or something." She said something, and we went. She took me out, and she paid her little stuff, and she took me to her office, and she connected me with another lady and says, "This is what is happening, and this is the person we are talking about. She is nothing, she's pregnant, she's a little boy at home, and she's a student, no income, there's no one to help her. The husband is not with her, and she is now also not in class because she had to come meet someone to help her with something, and is waiting around. So can we assist her?" Those people took boxes and gave me diapers for the baby that is coming. They gave me tins for food, or a few tins. They actually took me to a storeroom. I don't know, ministry, the government offices have supplies to help people, but you never hear about these things. You never. It was by God's grace that I heard about that woman was standing there and did not ignore me. She did not ignore what she was hearing. She decided to step in and help, and that's just God's grace. That's God's intervention. If she could have, she was a stranger. She could have just walk away, but she took me there, and she said, "I will only help you once, because this is not for these cases. Your case is different." They put in some soap, some toiletries, some food, and when they she drove me home because I had no taxi money as well. When they drove me back to my little place, she cried. That lady cried and said, "How can someone be living like this?" She asked me if I had family, because my house, my little shack was so bad. The zinc plates could not meet nicely. They were so bent, and they were I could see the sky lying in my bed. I could see the outside lying in my bed, and it was raining. It was December. My baby was born in December. It was raining. It was November. I think I met them October, November, because I still had few months to go. And she cried. That lady cried and said, "How can someone live like this? How can you live like this? And why is nobody helping? Why are you alone?" By then I was alone. My little boy was waiting waiting at home for Mama to come home and give him something to eat, because he dropped out of school. He was not at school anymore, and he was being bullied because of everything that happened, and we also had nothing. We had nothing, and I couldn't even put in bread for him in his bread box. So he was just at home waiting for me to come home with something. If I was, if I had a good day, I will come back with something to eat. Some days I would just walk home and eat nothing. And there was also another lecturer at the college. She would, that lady was there for me. She was always coming around asking if I have porridge to eat. She would buy me. She would sometimes take me. There was woman broke opposite of our place. She would take me there and would buy some groceries. She would say, I cannot help you all the time, but I can help. Sometimes I can help you. And God was just providing through these times that I was really alone. I had nothing, had nobody. This lady was providing, as well as there was an elderly lady living behind our house. She one day found me studying under the light pole. There was a light pole under behind at my little earth. My little earth was right where the light pole was, and there were hedges in front of my house. That was the first thing I planned when I got my earth, and I would sit behind these hedges and I would be studying for my examination, for the college examination. And she would pass by, and sometimes she would see me and say, why don't you ask for help? Why are you sitting here outside in the cold, pregnant, and you are sitting with books here? And you know, the insects are gathering where there is light. So under that light bulb, there will be so many insects, and I would be sitting there trying to wipe away these insects. But I have to study. I really wanted to pass my university. I really needed my diploma, and I really had to study. That was the only thing left for me. I had to study, I had to get that diploma, I had to get a job. So there were people, even though I had nothing, even though there was no one for me, not even my family, there were strangers, people passing by, people just hearing in the shopping. God was using those opportunities to bless me, to provide for me and my children, for my little boy and me. There were strangers coming, and there was another lecturer also who said, okay, you can come and work for me after school, after classes. I will take you to my house and you will go iron, and then I will give you a little something. When you are done, I will take you home. So on those days, my little boy will be playing around in that location, not having somewhere to go. But he knew when I came home, I would have something. Every time I was coming home late, I would have something for us to eat for that day. So if you are a student, if you are a learner, do not give up. God is watching. God is providing. Do not give up. Sometimes we are thinking our situations are worse until we hear someone else's situation. I was pregnant. I had nothing. Even clothing. The next morning after my house went down, I realized I was not even having a toothbrush. I had nothing. Yet I went to the college. I still walked that distance, pregnant, rain, sun, anything. I was so determined to get my diploma, and I finished my studies, and I got my certificate, I got my diploma, and I got the job. Do not give up. Do not wait for people. Get up and there while you are already on the way to get to struggle for yourself. People will see you. getting up and they will help you. If you sit at home and cry, if you drop out because of the struggles, nobody will notice, nobody will see and find you. But if you go out there, my lecturers would have never helped me, because I would be at home. I could have said, I'm pregnant, I'm already struggling, I have nothing, the only income, my husband is gone, I have a little boy, I cannot leave him home alone. But I was sure God will take care of my little boy, and I would go out there. I would go to the college every single day. I would go to the college and my lecturers will meet me there at the college. And because of the courage, because of how motivated I was, they would reach out, they would open their arms and help me. Not all of them were helpful, but those few that were helpful made so much difference in my life, were providing me with the meal of the day. So people, let's inspire each other. Let's not give up on what we are fighting for. Let's not give up on the life we want to build. Let's get up and do what we need to do and leave the rest for God to do. So that was my testimony. God was always there. God was providing. And today I can say I got my diploma. I studied, I completed my studies. I wrote my examinations sitting under the light bulb with insects falling on me. I studied my examination. Some days that old lady will buy me a candle. She will shout at me and say, ask if you don't have. But they were also struggling. I did not want to become someone's burden. So some days she will buy me a candle, and then I will have a candle to light. Those days I will sit warm in my bed and I will be studying. Some days there was no candle. Then I will go outside with a little blanket and sit and study until I got my diploma today. I'm a qualified teacher. I got my qualifications. No matter what I was going through, no matter the struggles, no matter not having anyone around me, being alone, going home and not having someone waiting for you with a nice meal or talk to or just cry with. There was no one, but I pushed through. People, let's try to fight for ourselves and God will do the rest. Thank you for listening, and there are more testimonies coming, sometimes good, sometimes sad, sometimes happy. So let's just make sure we subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment, share and like, and let's just make sure that we also put on the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. So thank you for now, and I will say bye bye with that and continue with my native language. Thank you people, bye bye. So tikwedo edo me abokati kaiti kataki mut ni mi ame mutaki ni miti kanga kunga se taki miti no ngati stop no komi kanga tu desin sewe no ngati toi hokati mo ngati Tikuke nakuga itidaki turi ako habiki dong koroi kemi maja muka letresi an negera kun claro ana tratiba kun an kun rona da kun an tau bicin kidong korona trais ntia mioka na unda gra ika iko hoga sakabo iko kata kira no uka uro are tiki mitire kino torbika stop ne komika ti sobra tinga sikin au madrahnya ngai kwai sasa kisin kido kau mawi families na kumai sa nung hao de ti to ngang dai ki ko I ko na o ma ti sa tai to tai na tai ti no ma di no ting ui te no ti da ko mai kai ko sra mo ko sorry dok ti ge no ma di kai ko sen ko no o ma di ko ha ka ko sa mire e do o a ha ro ba mire a ha ba ma di o mes ko ma ti da ngai ami ba no ma di o ba ha ba ko ma no wa ko na trama mi pa Dicono ok, fai admite che io trolli bagna che bruschino ore ne pere rosatis na mi mattino ti dai con strolli sanki o mai regre tu racco ne come I così no ci con happy is o mai rega questo o che proprio che mai in questa tira mi un padre do ma tau ma dai con happy dai do con o sana netra kuasa ti kwese qire ne bada ki tita ne ti kantoro irasisi sita ki satu sorkona hoima habita ki to cherosti airotin rosa wisi kati tiski ma kwesa ki no iu te ma kantori kati boxero de uti eto abo kaisiba ti kweto ma boxero sa uti ma peno ne asasina ngai babikinti ma peroti pagi ros tino ne senlik seron tino ma di hona ken pati ito abo ke I waira barawi I tomaira si ibame ngaba ke abo barawi netete kagasin se ke netete ngisi schooling mani ha ngisi ke university singa tike khai I tomenkia it is season osi ke ngisi ko ka tinga tike I toma ans ngare ka ke ha Oira abo kitida ne mwada ke sisi ne mwa mai khoe mwa mai oma kan khobi wa khona mwa khoe mwa mai tiki I ngai oma sike greno na ho karo tida ke no tida lek pali nga kaskiti rosa ke ai ti rosa tida ki kabiro ka toro sida ke oda ki kabiro ka ke mana tiki ma kabiro ka ma tiki koma yuda ki ma kabiro ko kabi ka umu tiki reno ma lek pali ti omsa ki kanin kon ki doan lek pal ro ma ka secret pakas no ne anda lekpal ku ito sa no ne kura fli ku ke kuka no ne mod ku citai ku kabida ke mabang secret pakas tis ke mo masa parus kro ese sente hasta ni diti o ne kai ngas ne komin kan ba no ti kabida ke college secret pa ti mister ke tau ta ke fro ke tau ta ke ti da ke ni singa diploma ba mier apa ni sida ke masis ne mir apa o da ke ni pakas matita niti oski ngau masa ke nte de kre ke shoba ke ma bate has ka chero te habe ke insna se ke ke matin ai ko sai na ta gre kon ne kans na habe se ngau masa ke wete ti no ting ang around time kre ai wite ti no kai ai tao mo ko mo ma ke fros na groting nga dis ka mo kan kuna kai se kai ba o kwenti kom se ko ti kwenda kana kon ha uta dai ngama kwendi kwenda kana ko ko ha tai ba no ai wi eta kre habe ki ma lek bal ro ma kan ning tigre pagas ti ne ti ti ni ro ba ho ti ki toa ti system no kuriga ma ti ke frosi se ke system ma ti ko siga I habe ka o bi kore wira abo kini ti da ki ti testimony sara kam ma ti ko ho ki ti kara I kuda ke tai ma me ra isa habe da ga net ma tra I ho na u ti ngin ko ya kai ka ka uda ki ti da ka o ba kwa tsira kare schooling ma ti ha se ke toilet pare ma me tai ma me on tai isi da ke kamma honke karuma sit ka kama tit kan no o to ike ko itinara mo ti o iti om sit kan o sinti no o ike ko e o iti ma e do ko litin ke fro na ke hai wat man habe kam ke fro ra ke hai lower primary ke fro sti ko sports ra kagata ski ti do ba striro re ita urosti kurum kawisi ti ke mi ti da ke ma istra sikrestre ne komin ka ne nera koi kada ke sina ba restre matita niti no tida ke ata koro pada ke umse tida ke nos ke kire hoitna ta ti mania Urman broke ke college striking como estás aba urman broke ke kom tike no ban marin kom de ti mai ro ti segro ti dai ro na pambadi tida ke ma corona ve ke ro ba kire ti kira na una de kweske e don ne kweske ke ne ta ke surprise ke ma hai se dan o kwesa no te umse kriti ti kaya ro to ano ubi ke ganyame ti da ke man ubi a play ku ka ke umsa ti ke tag sat ke krito ti abat ka karo bi to ti karo bi ke tag sa ke mo bi ka o ke no di ke ho ti da ke ngaba ke bali ba mai ti da ke bali ka wa ho ka ko ska ko ye ti man ku ne komika nan ngaba le ba ti ka ba ke mai se ti di ke habita ke no ti Ui, tegi kom tegi trihabe kau au ke madika I habira tanga kau au ke madika I habira kui pugi harita kau au biko ti harita tang sen ban sat ka sius no oke ako ban kabara kro tike ako parang we ti ikaw to ba kini ti group kan ngadami mari ko kun ga iti tikirati sin tay naman kana kuna to mo ngara iti o te men sin master rosa uri no kwe kanga pangin abige sata kuna udara kun kamara musin kapita ga no kuna ngango uda gyana ne da ngango ibe ma kabiti to narawa se da gini ti ma ko amro itu yo ko noyame kereta kao biko kao kemati ka I habira ma bata tira ko ita tin omi ko ta tira tanita tidage kai se ko ande ma ti ana negiti kagre I honti ti kara I honti ana tuin aroma sa ma se no kwet kan ka oda giti da mai niti harita kai sa ti sa uma ti sada ti karo ba ti tame ipsada kao ba ka ba ko kai sa ti kai kan ai ba umami ti to ko ba subscribe sa tangre I like ti comment ti tora ko snai ngun ko ro tin ngun sin ni ti kom sro tangwa of course it's a wa school ta ro tin grang si ni ga sera wa khai ke se ga ma school la ka tang ngun ka ma me khai tai khai ta di to ron tin na ta ga re to I che di no to I ko na da no ni tora ko to I che di ke hai kan sen ka ut kriste habib ke ka wa ba ta ni de ma di tora re video ba me I ma klogiros na tanya me idu kai wai mi bai horo ita ka tora ko neskenet ne titi ko amrosa mi ma di ke ka wa ba I pegi I che di na greta ni de sa kai sa ti sa mare